Not willing to wait.
It only takes, a couple of minutes for something really terrible to happen.
Parents and city leaders respond to a new report detailing the safety of Malibu schools.
You see them all over town. The ideas for how to fill Malibu's empty city-owned lots.
Love is in the air. How to treat your loved ones and yourself this Valentine's Day.
And they are your team's best friend. Meet the dogs of Pepperdine Sports. News at 5 starts now.
Malibu's only live newscast. This is NewsWaves 32, live.
Good evening, I'm Nora Moriarty.
And I'm Abby Will. Welcome to NewsWaves on this February 13th. We begin with another PCH crash. We just spoke with the LA Sheriff's Department about the crash that occurred today at noon. One person was airlifted following the two-vehicle collision. One car rolled over. Sheriffs say the person airlifted has non-life-threatening injuries. PCH was closed at Nicholas Beach Road for several hours, but reopened at 2:15. This is about 14 miles north of Pepperdine.
In our other top story, a commission report on the safety of Malibu schools is in the hands of city leaders.
The city paid for the report following the Uvalde school shooting. Now, some parents are pushing for more school security. Gabrielle Salgado joins us live from outside Webster Elementary with the details. Gabrielle, what are you learning?
Yes, thank you. Malibu, a unique location within the SMM USD, is advocating for school safety, while some parents are requesting armed security on school campuses. Last night, the City Council provided direction in response to a commissioned school safety report, while they look to keep students safe. Pushing for safer schools.
No amount of money can compensate for the loss of life, especially our children.
Monday night, the Malibu City Council and parents responded to results of the 2023 School Safety Assessment Report.
Mass shootings going on throughout the nation obviously is concerning as a parent.
The city funded the assessment of Malibu's school safety protocols in July of 2022, 2 months after the mass shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde that killed 19 students and 2 teachers. Over a year later, the report provides more than 200 safety protocols for Malibu schools to improve safety on and around campuses.
That they'd already begun implementing more than 140 of the recommendations.
The 22-mile stretch of Malibu and lack of a sheriff's station in the city raises concerns about law enforcement response times.
And it only takes, a couple of minutes for something really terrible to happen.
This is why some parents believed armed security on all Malibu school campuses is the answer to save critical time in the case of an emergency.
Why would we want to wait 5 to 7 minutes for an officer to show up to take action?
With the district being opposed to armed security, the City Council proposed additional training for law enforcement at all Malibu campuses, including becoming familiar with the layouts of all campuses.
So they know the way around and know where the office is versus where the classrooms versus where the multi-purpose rooms are, etc.
And focusing on prevention measures.
And I didn't see where there was any plan or any outline of how the schools are going to be dealing with prevention.
While awaiting change, parents like Jake Lingo are teaching their children how to stay safe.
I wish that we didn't live in a world where there were mass shootings and that we had to teach our children these things, but if we ignore it and pretend that it doesn't happen, I think it's more of a disservice to our community.
The City Council unanimously agreed that funding should not be a setback to ensuring school safety. The City Council also asked for quarterly follow-up reports from the consultant who provided the report to see where progress is being made and to keep understanding the issue. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Gabrielle, for that important reporting. And also last night, the city unanimously voted to provide community outreach programs to decide what to do in vacant lots throughout the city. The city-owned lots include where the Malibu Chili Cook-Off is and La Paz, Heather Cliff, Triangle, and Trancas. The city is suggesting facilities like swimming pools or multi-arts centers.
What we need to do is figure out where we're going to put these places.
The city is now asking the public what they want to see go in these lots, but they are still ensuring that they'll use the lots to serve Malibu.
The farmers market is moving from its temporary location at Legacy Park back to the county-owned parking lot across the street, and city leaders are ready for a smooth transition.
We've been tortured with this ever since September, I think, and I'd like it to move on.
Over the next 3 months, the county will evaluate the market's new booth setup in the parking lot, and parking for the market will also need to be addressed. But once county fire and library staff sign off, the Cornucopia Foundation of Malibu will have a 2-year contract for using the lot. The foundation is facing thousands of dollars in fines for staying in the Legacy Park location longer than approved. Other possible locations for the market include Civic Center Way and the Chili Cook-Off site.
And a wake-up call for Malibu, prompting the city council to come up with a better plan for when an earthquake hits. A 4.6 earthquake shook Malibu on Friday, and the Los Angeles Fire Department went into what is called earthquake mode. There were no immediate reports of property damage, but the city says it does need a better plan in place.
Nobody's going to come to help us. We're on our own if we have a major earthquake in Southern California. There's 10 million people here, and the 10,000 residents of Malibu are not going to be high on anybody's list.
LAFD recommends having 3 days worth of emergency supplies, such as food and water, to prepare in case any disasters strike. Nora, did you feel that earthquake on Friday?
I didn't. I was in my car,
okay,
but I heard about it, but I didn't feel it. But as a California native, I should be used to earthquakes, but I'm not. They still freak me out.
And so you can't feel it at all when you're in a car, when you're driving? That's really interesting.
Yeah,
I've never felt one about it. Yeah. From earthquakes to flooding, Mother Nature hits Malibu hard. The relief being offered to residents.
Welcome back. A new business in Malibu gives back to the community, one slice at a time.
Can you concern with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time.
One book can be the first thing helps to change a life. Book people unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Can you concern with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back. A new business in Malibu gives back to the community one slice at a time.
Joe, I heard that you were at Prince Street over the weekend. What can you tell us about the Prince Street Pizza partnership?
Yeah, that's right, Abby. In addition to being Super Bowl and Valentine's weekend, last Friday was National Pizza Day. Malibu's newest pizza chain decided to do something special to celebrate. Pizza with purpose. Malibu's new Prince Street Pizza celebrated National Pizza Day last Friday with a special competition. The New York-style pizza chain teamed up for a pizza design contest with the Boys and Girls Club of Malibu.
We got some really wild and out there designs, and I think they made an excellent choice.
The winning pizza, called Spring Fling, was designed by 14-year-old Miss Ghana.
My family, that we've enjoyed a lot of pizza with different holidays and events, so I kind of combined that with some of my neighbor friends and fun parties that we've had recently.
Miss Ghana's pizza features spicy marinara, smoked mozzarella, pepperoni, sausage, and an olive oil drizzle. Her favorite ingredient is the sausage, which she says isn't as common in her household.
I have a vegan father, so I wanted to make something that a lot of people tend to enjoy, but I'm totally willing to make a vegan version of this.
Everyone at the event got to try the special pizza, including yours truly. Let's give it a try.
Alrighty.
Slice. That's really good. That is
wow,
fantastic.
I just only got the tomato sauce.
When Miss Ghana is not designing or eating pizza, she loves horses and playing the cello. And all who know her says she is authentic and fair.
She's fun, she's spunky, but what I really admire about Miss Ghana is that she is an upstander and she speaks up against injustices.
And Miss Ghana had an inspiring message that is especially appropriate going into this Valentine's Day.
Anything can be fun as long as you put your heart into it.
The best part of that is that 20% of the proceeds will go to supporting the Boys and Girls Club of Malibu, who will use it to fund future events.
Joe, that looks like such a fun event with such a great cause. I know you met a lot of people at this event, but did you meet anyone that you think knows the quality of pizza as good as you do?
Oof. You know, I'm not going to be humble. I don't think so. I think I might have been the pro there, except for the Prince Street owners.
Of course.
And Miss Ghana. She is awesome and designed a great pizza. It's still available, so go get it as soon as possible. It's there for a limited time.
Yeah, she seems like an expert, so we'll have to try.
We'll have to try it out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe. We are getting a break from the rain, but it is only a break. Mary, another storm is moving in. What can you tell us about it?
Yes, sadly, another storm is coming into Malibu, and we can expect it to come our way late Saturday. But for now, love is in the air, and so is the sunshine. After last week's storm, flood watches have been lifted, and the roads are dry. Today in Malibu, we have clear skies with a high of 66 degrees and a low of 49 degrees. Wind speeds are around 4 miles per hour right now, and our humidity is currently sitting at around 54%. But prepare for some slight showers starting late Saturday night that will continue into the week. Monday, we will see the heaviest rain with potential for flooding and road closures. But in the meantime, Thousand Oaks and Agora Hills are getting some sun this week with temperatures as high as 70 degrees, and we will see temperatures in Calabasas drop into the mid-60s and Santa Monica in the high 50s. Due to high humidity, the fire risk is very low this weekend, and the surf is looking fairly poor today, with waves only reaching 1 to 2 feet high. The ocean water quality warning ended last Sunday for all Los Angeles County beaches, so get out and enjoy the beach before this next storm hits. For the rest of this week, we'll see clear to partly cloudy skies with light wind. Temperatures will stay around the mid-60s, but will drop a few degrees by the weekend when we'll start to see light showers. So get out and enjoy the sunshine before the end of this week, as clouds will start to creep in around Thursday afternoon.
Thank you, Mary. I was really enjoying that sunny weather. So I'm a little bummed to hear we have another storm, but I guess it's good for fires.
I know. Luckily, it won't hit until Saturday, so we can keep our Valentine's Day plans in check and enjoy the sunshine for a little bit more.
Yeah, it was so nice to feel warmth on my skin, but now it's back to being soaked walking up the CCB stairs. Thank you for that report, Mary.
Of course.
Malibu residents whose homes were damaged by SoCal's recent storm can now apply for financial relief. Under LA County's tax relief program, property owners can apply to be reimbursed for flooding and mudslide repair costs. To qualify, property loss must be more than $10,000, and owners must apply within 12 months of when the damage occurred. Those accepted could also be eligible for a decreased property tax rate.
And it is time for our community segment focused on sustainability efforts.
This week, a local dive shop is doing its part to preserve the Pacific Ocean. Sahana, what can you tell us?
Hi everyone. Amid growing ocean threats, as people in Malibu get certified to scuba dive off our coast, they're also learning to become underwater scientists. Take a look. Is getting ocean lovers involved in conservation through their partnership with the Reef Check Foundation.
Their mission is good, and they're more than just one little thing. They're about the ocean and the reefs.
The Reef Check Foundation is a nonprofit organization that teaches divers to be what they call citizen scientists.
And they literally go down with like waterproof paper and a pencil, and you learn how to count, how to measure, and report it while you're diving.
The data collected by citizen divers is then used by researchers to learn more about the health of coral reefs and sea life.
And then that data is collected and used by scientists to track changes.
Reef Check conducted the first ever global survey of coral reef. The organization is now providing ocean temperature data. Gentile also encourages the staff at Malibu Divers to get involved.
And my employees, I tell them, if you sign up and do the training and you do at least 2 surveys with them this first year, I pay for your training.
For a business built on exploring our underwater world, protecting it is natural.
Just in our day-to-day, I think it's an attitude that's transmitted by the staff and by management.
Apart from Malibu, Malibu Divers also explore the Catalina and Channel Island waters. This year, their student divers will also go to San Diego for the Reef Check training. So have you guys ever gone diving?
I have not. I have a fear of deep ocean water, so it's not for me.
Okay.
Well, I haven't either. I mean, I would love to. It seems so cool.
Yeah.
But have you been?
No, we can sign up together.
Yeah, there you go. And love is in the air.
And at the Country Mart. We'll have your inside scoop on the best Valentine's Day gifts from local vendors.
And a glamorous night on the red carpet ends with sweeping awards. Up next.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Got a quarter?
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
Welcome back. It's time to grab your date and grab your wallet. It's Valentine's Day Eve. Reporter Zoe Hunt tells us why Malibu is the best place for your romantic festivities. Zoe?
Treats, the Country Mart is the perfect place to stop by before Valentine's Day to delight your sweetheart. Owner Ellie Crone at K Chocolatier says their chocolate is a popular choice.
Bears are very popular. Everybody loves these.
Crone says Valentine's Day gifts don't have to be complicated. It's okay to stick with the classics.
You can't go wrong with flowers and chocolate. It's a holiday for chocolate.
At Goriana, customers can choose from a wide variety of their fine or fashion jewelry, including a special love-themed collection.
Stop by Goriana here in the Country Mart for a sweetheart piece.
But if you're feeling more extravagant,
And nothing says I love you like diamonds.
if you are a parent looking to surprise your little one with some extra love, Toy Crazy in Malibu is stocked with a selection of heart-themed stuffed animals. Store manager Tracy Park also has a special book.
This Valentine's Day, we are featuring Pizzarella, which is a darling book written by a Pepperdine graduate, Caitlin Causey.
For these shops, Valentine's Day is not just about selling, but also the spirit behind the holiday.
Wonderful to see people that come back year after year after year. Sometimes they have the same love, sometimes they have new love, but as long as you're trying.
And we can't forget about ourselves.
Sometimes the best person to love is yourself.
I'm here at Malibu Country Mart in front of the Third Space Building, a project with the Boys and Girls Club here locally. And if you have time, you can actually swing by here before 6 p.m. to find that perfect present for your significant other. They have lots of things from luxury clothing to fine jewelry and treats. And if you're looking for a little bit of that self-love, you can even grab some champagne on your way in. Thank you guys. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much, Zoe. And I know we are all wearing our pink and our red today to celebrate. Today's actually Galentine's Day. Do you guys have any Galentine's or Valentine's Day traditions that you're going to celebrate?
Well, you know, I think I'm going to start one this year by making heart-shaped pizza. So I'm
Ooh,
excited
that's
for
fun.
that.
That's fun. I always did that growing up with my mom, heart-shaped pizzas. So I need to make one this year
I
too.
think just doing the news with my girls.
Yeah. That's always a
Absolutely. Galentine's Day tradition.
And speaking of feeling the love, Claire, what can you tell us about the Real Stories Awards that happened last week?
Well, yes, Abby. The Real Stories Festival drew in a large crowd for student film premieres and an awards ceremony.
Striking poses and making statements with their art, Pepperdine community members hit the red carpet for the 15th annual Real Stories Film Festival. The theme of this year's festival was Storytelling is Connection, highlighting the role that storytelling plays in connecting all aspects of life. The 9 featured short films touched on a variety of topics, from technology to veterans, young love, and American Sign Language. The films were judged by a committee of professional actors, producers, directors, and writers. Senior Sophie Karras took home the awards for Best Directing and Cinematography for her film When a Fire Starts to Burn. Junior Holly Orifice swept the evening with 5 awards for her film Disconnected, including Best Screenplay, Picture, Editing, Acting, and the Audience's Choice Award. And the Impact Award, given to the film that best showcased this year's theme of storytelling, went to senior Annika Huckaba for her film Hidden Joy.
Travel down the rabbit hole with Alice in Wonderland, Momig style. Next week, Momix will present Moses Pendleton's Alice, inspired by Alice in Wonderland. Momix is a company of dancer illusionists who incorporate unique costumes, props, lights, and special effects. Pendleton's interpretation of Alice is an invitation for audience members to engage with their imagination. The performance will take place next Wednesday, February 28th in Smothers Theater at 8 p.m. Tickets start at $32 and may be purchased on the Pepperdine website, arts.pepperdine.edu. Pull out your cameras. Calabasas locals can win a prize for their photography skills. The Capture Calabasas Photo Contest is now open for submissions. The Parks and Recreation Department is looking for photos of the City of Calabasas, local parks, public spaces, and community events. The best image overall will win a prize. Your photo could be featured on future activity guides, social media, calendars, and flyers. For more information or to enter the contest, visit the City of Calabasas website.
That is such a fun idea. I'm not good at photography, but I can't wait to see the photos that come out of it.
I know, it makes me want to enter a photo myself.
Yeah, I know, and I want the prize too. It's so mysterious.
The prizes. Right? Well, thank you so much, Claire.
Thank you, Claire.
And up next, a little Malibu sports team is getting a big upgrade,
where you can see these adorable little athletes tee off this season.
And meet the furry friends who are keeping up the morale for Pepperdine sports teams.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book can be the first element. Helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Jenna is here with good news for Malibu's baseball players. Jenna, what can you tell us?
Thank you, Nora. At last night's meeting, community members urged the City Council to waive field usage fees for the Malibu's Little Leagues. Through costs such as field maintenance, uniforms, umps, and field rental, the Little League's expenses for each year are roughly $190,000. Head of Little League Scholarship Jake Lango favors waiving the fee and also argued that there isn't enough field space for different teams.
The Little League, AYSO, MLS Go, and other organizations have been working together to try to juggle field space, and it's becoming more and more of a challenge.
With few recreational sports facilities in Malibu, many community members voiced their support. The council agreed to waive the cost of field rental for the Little League. The opening ceremony is coming to Malibu in the next few weeks. And high school soccer CIF championships are underway. Many local teams are still in the running as we look toward quarterfinals this week. On the boys' side, Harvard Westlake and Crossroads continue to fight in the Division I bracket with Newberry Park, also playing in the Division III quarterfinals. On the girls' side, Westlake is on their way to the final 8 of the Division I bracket. There are just 2 schools with both their boys and girls teams advancing into the CIF quarterfinals this week. That's Oak Park and Thousand Oaks. Boys' quarterfinals games are happening right now, and the girls' games kick off tomorrow. And there's nothing like a best friend. Reporter Catherine Lytle introduces us to the Waves Swim and Track program's personal mascots.
After a tough workout or an early morning practice, there is one cute, furry friend that can brighten any team's day. For the Waves swim and track teams, it is their team dogs, Tank and Mango.
Tank is, as much as a dog can be, probably like a super encouraging.
He boosts team morale from the moment he arrives.
It's nice. You see Tank and you're like, okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right.
Same goes for the track team's dog Mango, especially when practices begin before dawn.
It's really nice for us to have like a little spot of sunshine when it's still dark.
These friendly faces make the hard workouts a little bit easier.
Coming up from like a really hard underwater set, and then a tennis ball just like drops in your lane or on your head, and then you have to like throw it back to him, so that's always kind of fun.
He makes an appearance after the work is done, so it's just a good way to cap off those hard days.
These dogs are more than just cheerleaders, they're members of the team.
Thank you so much, Jenna, for that reporting. And what is your personal mascot? That's what I'm wondering now.
I would say my personal mascot is my own dog, Poppy. I've been saying for the past 2 media days now that I want to bring her in for photos, and I haven't gotten the chance to do it, so maybe next year. But what about you guys?
I would say my dog up in heaven, Coco, is one of my heavenly mascots, and then my dog, Tanner.
Very cute.
For sure.
Those are good. See, I went a different route. I talk about my dog nonstop, but for my personal mascot, I took that personality test when I was a kid that like you had different animals.
Yes.
And I was an otter.
Oh,
so
okay.
Maybe I'm still like an otter. I don't know.
I like that. I love otters, yeah.
But thank you, Jenna, for that
Thank you,
reporting.
Jenna.
Grab your beads and get ready to celebrate because today is Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras translates to Fat Tuesday in French. This day is used to eat all the rich and fatty foods you can before Lent begins. Big celebrations are happening around the world with parties in Venice, Rio de Janeiro, referred to as the Carnival. The U.S. is also having huge festivals in New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama. Are you going to do anything to celebrate Mardi Gras today?
I don't know. I never have, but maybe this will be the first. But I'm more of a Galentine's Day person.
Okay. So maybe we'll go the Galentine's Day route. Maybe next year.
Yes,
we can
Mardi
head
Gras.
to New Orleans. And that will do it for us this evening.
NewsWaves will be off the next 3 weeks for our spring break here at Pepperdine. Follow us on social media for any important news updates. Have a great night.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Got a quarter?
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city.